Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's class. So in this video, we shall be looking at the BECE 2023 questions paper 1. So in this video, I'll be solving the next question, which is from question 11 to 20. As I've explained in the first video that we're going to solve everything from paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3. We are still in paper 1, so today we're looking at question 11 to 20. So let's start with the first one, question 11. The question says, if 30% of a number is 900, find the number. We don't know the number. The first thing, this is a word problem. So when you have word problem, always try to represent it with a letter. So without doing that, you will find it difficult to solve. So we're going to say, let the number be x. So 30% of it, that is 30 divided by 100 of the number, that is of x, is 900. So that means 30x divided by 100 equals what? 900. So what we're looking for is the number, which is the x. So we can multiply both sides by 100. So in this case, we're going to have 30x equals to 900 multiplied by what? 100. So this will give us 30x equals what? 90,000, right? So the next stage is to divide both sides by 30. By what? By 30. So this cancels this. 0 cancels 0. 3 here 1, 3 here what? 3. So therefore we have 3,000. So which means the number is what? Is 3,000. So that is option E. So question 12 here says, this is a multiplication of fractions. So we have to simplify 2 whole number 2 over 5 multiplied by 1 whole number 1 over 4. So what we're going to do here, the first thing you need to do is to change this to improper fraction. So that means we're going to have 2 multiplied by 5 plus 2. That is 10. That's 12 divided by what? 5. Multiplied by 1 times 4. 4 plus 1. That gives us 5 divided by what? 4. So we can divide. So 5 here 1, 5 here 1, 4 here 1, 4 here what? 3. So which means our answer will then be equals to what? 3. I hope this is clear. So number 13. Express 0.24 in the form of P divided by Q. You have to express 0.24 in this form. P divided by what? Q. That is what they are saying in essence, in its lowest term, is to change this to fraction. So they are saying another way. Change change the decimal to fraction. So what you're going to do is this. Changing decimal to fraction is one of the simplest. So what we're going to do, let's pick the whole number we have here, which is 24, divided by 1. So the next stage is, how many digits do we have after the decimal point? We have 1, 2. Add 2 zeros to it. That gives us this 0.24 has changed to what? 24 divided by what? 100. So from here now, we can then simplify it to its lowest term. So simplifying this to its lowest term will give us 2 here, that is 12. Then 2 here, that is what? 50. We can simplify further. So 2 can go here, 6. While 2 can go here, what? 25. Can we simplify further? No. So 2 can divide this, 2 cannot divide it. 3 can divide, 3 cannot divide it. 5 can divide it, 5 cannot divide it. So we stop here. So this would then be our answer. That is option D. Question number 14, which says, find the H.C.F of 224 and 168. Finding the H.C.F of 224 and 168. So the best way, since what we are solving is objective, so we can express each of these as products of their prime factors in index form. That's prime factorization method. Or we use our old method of doing it this way: 2, 2, 4, and 168, right? So we look for a number that can divide them. 2 can divide both of them. That is 112. This is 8, 4. 2 can still divide. That is 5, 6, 4, 2. 2 can still divide. 2, 8, 2, 1. Now, 2 cannot divide again, but 3 can. Can 3? No. So what can divide again? 7. 7 can divide. 7 here. 7 in 28 is 4. Why 7 here is what? 3. So from here we can conclude that the HCF, there's no number that can divide again. So we stop here. So the HCF of these two numbers will then be a multiplication of this. That will be 2 times 2 times 2 times what? 7. So that is 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 7, that is 56. I hope that is clear. So another method is for us to express this as products of its prime factors. So we have to make use of this: 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, 6, 2, that is 28. 2 can still go 14. 2 can still go 7. 7 can go 1. Then for the other one, so that means this one will give us 2, 2, 4, will give us 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 times 7. So for the second one, we do the same thing. 168 divided 2, that is 8, 4. 2 can still go 4, 2. 2 can still go 2, 1. 3 can go 7. 7 can go 1. So that is 168 will give us 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So we then look at common factors. So 2 is common, 2 is common, 2 is common. So that is 2 times 2 times 2. Then 7 is common, times 7, which is still the same thing with this one. And the ACL will then becomes what? 56. So that's how to solve this. Question 15. Determine the LCM of 12, 24, and 36. Does the same thing to find the LCM of 12, 24, and 16. So we can have the same thing here. Do the same thing. So this is 12, 24, and what? 36. Now, before you do this, let's look at this, everything. Now, 12 can go here. 12 can also go in 36. But can 24 go in 36? No. But if 24 can go in 36, we'll pick 36 as an answer. Just like when you have, find the LCM of 2, 4, and 8. So instead of you calculating, 8 will be your LCM because 2 can divide 8, 4 can also divide what? 8, and 8 can divide itself. So 8 will be the answer. So if that, I believe this is clear. So in this case, we are going to solve everything. So 2 here, that is 6, 12, 2 here, 18, 2 can still go 3, 2 here, 6, 2 here, 9. 2 can still go, 2 cannot go here because this is LCM. I think we are finding ACF. 2 will not go in the 3 of them, but because this is LCM, so we need to exhaust all the numbers. So this 3, this will be 3, and this will be 9. 3 can go in everything, and this is 1, this is 1, this is 3. 3 can still go 3 here, 1, 1, 1. So this also, that LCM will then be 2 multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3, multiplied by what? 3. So that is 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. 24 times 3. So 24 times 3, that's 12, 6, and 72. That gives us 72. Answer is 72. Number 16. Subtract 100 from 11011. So this will be the highest. 11011. This is subtraction of number, everything in base 2. Subtraction of no binary numbers. So minus 1101. So what you notice here is this. You make sure when you are arranging, when you want to subtract this, you have to arrange in such a way that some students will go to the extent of writing it this way. You write 1101 and subtract. By doing this, you'll be wrong. So you place units under units, tens under tens, and so on and so forth. But since this is 1101, we subtract. So let's subtract this. Don't forget, anytime you are working in base 2, you make sure you don't get a digit that is above base 2, that is up to base 2. So if you are working in a particular base, whether subtraction, addition, division, make sure whatever you are working, your digits must not get to that base. So in this case, we can't get 2 as answer. We cannot get what? More than 2 as our answer. So in that case, let's subtract. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Here, we cannot subtract 1 from 0. So we need to take 1 from here. This will turn to 0. And when it comes here, because it's in base 2, this will become what? 2. So therefore, this will then be 2 minus what? 1. That gives us what? 1. So if the base we are working with is base 3, so what we are taking from this one will become what? 3 here. I hope I'm making sense. So here again, we have 0 minus 1. So we need to take, it's not possible. We have to take 1 from here. So it will be 0. And when it comes, it will be what? 2. 2 minus 1 will also be what? 1. So this will become our what? Our answer. Question number 17. For question number 17, find the product of, yes, this product on number base, binary number. Find the product of 10 base 2 times 1 base what? Base 2. So the same thing we also apply here. So multiply 10 multiplied by 1. So if you use calculator here, you get 0. So that's why I need to pay attention to this. So 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. This multiplied by this is what? 0. 1 times 1 is what? 1. Then we add them together. So that gives us 0, 1, 1. That is this. So don't say because this is correct. It is, if I use calculator, I'll get answer. There are some you not get this as your answer. For example, you have 1 times 1. So you know ordinarily when you use calculator you get 121. But if you solve it this way, you get different things. This is 1, and this is 1. This is 1. So you cannot write 2 here. You can't write 2. So 1 plus 1 will give you 2. Then that 2 you change it to base 2. This is 1, remainder what? 0. 0, remainder 1. So that gives 10. So write 0, carry 1. This also gives you 10. So you can see this will become the answer. 1001. For question 18, find the reciprocal of 0.65. 0.65. Correct to 3 significant figures. So reciprocal of a number means you divide the number by 1. Reciprocal of A is equal to 1 over A. So which means reciprocal of this means 1 divided by 0.65. Hope I'm making sense. This is what we call reciprocal of any number. So in this case now, what I would advise to do first is to change this to fraction, which will give us 65 divided by what? 100. Let's simplify further. So that means 5 here, 1, remainder 1, that is 3. So 5, and this is what? 20. So this is what we have now. So we want to find the reciprocal of this. It's just the inverse of this. We change, by the time you have reciprocal now, will then be 1 divided by 13 over what? 20, which will give us what? 20 over what? 13. 20 over 13. So the question says in what? Correct to 3 significant figures. So as we have it now, we now need to change this one to decimal. And 5, 3, 8, 4, 6, and so on and so forth. But the question asks us to stop at 3 significant figures. So in this case, this is the 4 significant figures. So don't misinterpret this to be decimal place, because once you are asked to change your something to this, some students will think 3 significant figures start from decimal places. 1, 2, 3. No, you start from the first one. But if what you have here is 0, your first significant figure will be what? 5. But in this case, 1 is significant here. So this is the first one, second one, third one. So we're stopping at this. So we consider the next digit, which is 4, which is 8 rather, sorry. So and 8 is more than 5. When you have 5 or more, you round up. We add 1 to this one. But if what we have here is something like, let's say 2, so we had nothing to this. So in this case, our answer would then be 1.54. So number 19. The question is, if 6 men can do a job for in 4 days, how many days will it take 8 men to do the same job if they work at the same rate? So 6 men can do a job. 6 men spend 4 days. So the work of 6 men, if it is done by 1 man, so which means this man will do the work of what? 6 men. So in that case, it will be 6 times 4. So this man will spend what? 24 days to complete the job. So the question asks, how many days will it take 8 men? So for 8 men now, 8 men. So the work that is done by 1 man for 24 days will be divided by what? 8 men. So that means 24 divided by 8. So that gives 3 days. So 8 men will take what? 3 days to complete the same job, working at the same rate. So 20. The ratio of boys to girls is given to be ratio 4 to 5. If there are 375 girls, 375 girls in the school, how many are boys? So we want to get the number of boys. So if the number of girls are this, so the first thing is total number of students in the school, both boys and girls. Let's total students equals to what? X. So girls now, girls, so which means girls are more than the boys from this ratio. That means 5 out of addition of the ratio, which is what? 9, of the total X equals to what? 375. That's how you interpret it. That's how you interpret this. So from here you can have 5x divided by 9 equals to 375, which is 5x equals to 375 multiplied by what? 9. Divide both sides by 5 by 5. So 3 here, 5 here 1, 5 here 7, remainder 2, that in 25 5. So we have 75 times what? 9. That's total number. We multiplying is 75 times 9, 45, 63, 67. That is 675. So mind you, the number of girls are this. So for boys, will be the subtract 675 minus what? 375. So that gives what? 300 boys. So which we have 300 boys in the school. That's option B. So this is the end of this video. Because of the length, I don't want it to be more than this. That's why I'm doing it 10 by 10. So if you find this video useful, so kindly give us a big word like, and at the same time you subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on our next videos that are very invaluable. There are invaluable videos that are coming up subsequently. Thank you for your attention, and we meet in the next video.